What sold? Day 132. The first sale of the day is this Vineyard Vines jacket in a men's medium. This was a bit longer one. I called it a barn chore coat because it did have that long style with the front pockets. It was also quilted. It was a very nice jacket, and lately Vineyard Vine stuff hasn't sold very well for me, but I knew that this jacket was going to do well because it was so substantial, and it did. It sold in 24 days for full price, $50 plus shipping. If you are still picking up Vineyard Vine stuff, I would probably stick to the outerwear. As you'll see from the next sale, the polos and even I think maybe the shorts and definitely the shirts are definitely not doing that well. So the outerwear is probably the safest play right now. So number 2, like I said, Vineyard Vines polo here in a men's XL. It was embroidered with a Nebraska Cornhuskers logo on the front of it. It sold in 72 days for a best offer of $11 plus shipping. I was actually happy with taking this $11 offer. I've recently stopped picking up most of the Vineyard Vine stuff. Although I say that, I did pick up 2 pairs of Vineyard Vine pants today. And the thrift store that I was at, I didn't have any service anywhere, so I couldn't even look them up. And I paid $10 each for them, so I hope they were a good pickup. And we'll find out soon. I'm sure they'll be in a what sold video within the next couple months. So number 3 is this pair of Nike shorts in a men's 2XL. These were a newer style, and they were also new with tags. They sold in 1 day for a best offer of $22 plus shipping. I probably sold these a little bit cheaper than I should have. I probably should have listed these around $30 and accepted down to $25 at the lowest, but I don't usually lose sleep about selling items too low. I probably picked these up for around $7 or $8, so I'm still making around $10, maybe even a little bit more profit on them, and I'm just happy to make a sale quickly. So number 4 is this lightweight Vori hoodie in a men's small. This took 74 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $36 plus shipping. Vori is one of my favorite brands to sell. Almost everything from them sells super well, super fast. This one did take a little bit longer. I had it probably priced very high for this specific item in a size small. I'm sure if this was a bigger size, it would have sold quickly, closer to that $50 price that I had it priced for. But since it was a size small, it took a little bit longer and ended up taking an offer of $36, and I'm still making a decent profit on this. If I was going to guess, I picked this up at most for $20. So number 5 is this 511 tactical shirt in a men's large. This one sold in 36 days for a best offer of $18 plus shipping. If you guys sell these 511 tactical shirts, this is a pretty good price to get for it, $18 plus shipping, selling in just around a month. I think that this combination of keywords that I have included in the title is a good combo. So if you want to use that next time you list a 511 tactical snap button shirt, that should probably help it sell. So number 6 is this vintage Rainforest Cafe shirt in a men's large. This took 5 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $9 plus shipping. I don't sell a lot of t-shirts I don't sell t-shirts like this, at least anymore, compared to what I used to. I used to pick up a ton of t-shirts like this that were vintage or from the Y2K era that had some kind of graphic on it, and I'd pick them up, and I'd think that I'm going to sell them for $20. They'd end up selling for around $9. So that's why I stopped picking them up. They're just not a high enough average sale price on most t-shirts, so I don't even look through the t-shirt section in most thrift stores anymore. So number 7 is this RLX Ralph Lauren Polo Shirt in a men's medium. This took 8 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $9 plus shipping. I don't pick up most of the RLX polos anymore. They just don't sell that well. I would probably strictly stick to XL or 2XL and bigger if you're picking up pretty basic RLX Ralph Lauren polos. So number 8 is a pair of Public Rec workday shorts in a men's size 42. These sold in 28 days for a best offer of $24 plus shipping. Public Rec is a decent brand. As long as you price it accurately and are willing to accept some offers, you can definitely sell it quickly and for a decent amount of money. Sale number 9, I'm pretty proud of this sale. It's a Uniclo corduroy shirt in a men's small. It was new with tags, which definitely was the reason that I picked it up. But anytime I sell a Uniclo item or a Gap item or just any of those super low-end brands, I'm actually really happy about those sales because those are very easy items to find. And if you can find the right items from those low-end brands, then that's just going to help you make a ton more profit for every thrift stop. This one sold in 31 days for a best offer of $17 plus shipping. So number 10 is this lightweight Polo Ralph Lauren sweatshirt in a men's large. This sold in 10 days for full price $30 plus shipping. I picked up about 6 of these, I think, from the one of my vendors at the flea market, and they all sold super quickly. I'm not even sure if I have any of them left, but they all sold for either 25 or 30 bucks and within less than a couple weeks. This is a nice sale here. This is I'm not even exactly sure what the team is, but it is a soccer jersey. It's a vintage one from 1998. And I'm not even exactly sure what made me look this up. I guess it seemed a little bit more quality than some of the other soccer jerseys because I'm by no means an expert in soccer jerseys. But I ended up looking this one up, found some really good comps for it, so I picked it up and it sold well. It took 5 days to sell and it sold for a best offer of $50 plus shipping. So number 12 was a pair of Lululemon shorts in men's large. These took 4 months to sell and they sold for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. They had a ton of wear on them. Normally these shorts sell in the $20 to $25 range, but since they were so worn out, I was just happy to get them sold at any price. So number 13, this brand is interesting. So this is a Billy Reid sweater. So this is a Billy Reid sweater in a men's XL. It did have the shaw collar, which I've actually sold, I think, this exact sweater once or twice before. This one sold pretty well. It sold in 29 days for full price, $25 plus shipping. Maybe 6 months or a year ago, I was picking up some of the Billy Reid button-up shirts, but I don't think that they had enough value to justify the cost that I have for button-up shirts at my thrift stores. It's usually around $7, and I want to say that we're selling for around $15. But I think there are some items within Billy Reid that can hold some value, mostly outerwear. So do your own research and look into Billy Reid a little bit closer before you pick it up. So number 14 in the final sale of the day is this vintage Disneyland t-shirt in a men's XL. This one sold in 6 months for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. Less than I would actually expect something like this to sell for. This is a Disneyland t-shirt from the 80s, but it was very worn, very distressed, and I'm sure that took away quite a bit of value. But like I said, I would just expect more from this. I'm sure I picked this up at the flea market, and I probably, had it in a big bundle, paid somewhere between 10-ish bucks for it. So I'm not making very much money on it, but when it's this worn out, I'm happy just to see it go, move on to the next item. That's it for the sales. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 135 of the What Sold series. Peace.